playing Final Fantasy XIV. There is actually now a special seasonal event All Saints Wake 2024 going on, and it's actually happening. Hey Sebastian, I'm this time playing Final Fantasy XIV, so it will be the little nice thing. So it will be a little bit different compared to Silent Hill 2 remake. Okay. And so little bit different to the Silent Hill, and there is actually this kind of, we can say that it's also Halloween type of event in Final Fantasy XIV, and it's actually nice how they decorate streets when there is a special seasonal event. So the different part of cities are decorated. And actually this where we are at the moment, I check what's their map. So this is actually part of Heavensward, and it is kind of apartment area, special apartment area in Heavensward. I check where was the zooming. And was there anything like totally zoom? Okay, and I because the location where event will happen is actually Old Gridania, so I will use teleport to teleport there. And actually I just remembered that Gridania is actually my home location, so I can simply use return from shortcut. And of course, nice way when you teleport to your home location is that it doesn't cost anything. And usually when you are using teleport to teleport other places or locations, it will cost something. And currency is kill. So you have certain amount of kills to buy. Okay, now we are in New Gridania. And I was zooming. So it is really how they decorate different part of cities and towns. So I'm actually, I have played the first Realm Reborn. I have played through that expansion or starting expansion. The next book was Heavensward. I have already played that through, and actually I'm currently in expansion called Stormblood. So there will be a lot of things. and I'm navigating to the location. Usually amphitheater, especially in New Gridania, is very often location where various seasonal events are going or start taking place. And usually there are small shops here, so I'm actually a little bit interested what they are selling. Usually they are selling some kind of seasonal stuff. And I'll check what do we have here. I think... okay, maybe I check this crier. Hello there, pumpkin, enjoying the festivities, I hope. If there's anything you would like to know, just ask away. Okay, maybe I take these usual things. Who are you? We are terribly raised under auspices of Pumpkin-Head Lady. With us at the helm, All Saints Wake is said to be fright-filled fest for all and sundry. We have spread all manner of exciting events that are guaranteed to light and or fright, so why not take a brief respite from daily grind of adventuring and join the festivities? And I think this use explains actually background story, why this is. Legend has it that once a year, 12 honor the saints by hosting a lavish feast in the heavens. While saints are away, however, the realm is bereft of their divine protection, and creatures of darkness come out in droves. Fearing for their lives, people took to shutting themselves inside their homes. Those who had no choice but to venture outside disguised themselves as fiends in hopes that they would go unnoticed by the real ones. Frightening business, isn't it? But that's all in the past now. For these days we have valorous adventurers like you to keep out cities safe when the saints are away. Having no more reason to be afraid, the people went and turned All Saints Wake into fun celebration. Truly detestable, delightful state of affairs. Okay, so that was kind of background, and I checked, was there any cellar? We are closed, no selling. Usually cellar is somewhere here. There is no cellar. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, I usually have habit to mark down the special quest. So, okay, the name. Name the Aether-starved Ahriman. This actually Ahriman is one of those fiends. The pumpkin-headed apparition is on the lookout for an April adventure. Okay, let's check this. Yeah, it's been more than a few months since last we met, friend. As it so happens, I have a proposition suited to your talents. Are you prepared to throw caution to the wind and consort with Fiends most fall once again? Of course you are, but before we get to the heart of the matter, let us reflect upon the history of All Saints Fake. Aha, it comes again. On this night, deeply fell Fiends emerged covered and carrying, unconcerned with judgments of those on high. For the halls of the saints' heavenly abode ring with the merriments as the wine flows freely, and no one can be bothered to look down. Thus did card-fearing folk greet this particular sunset with trepidation, daring not to venture from their homes no longer. Nay, for adventurers came and drove outwards and restoring safety to the city streets and marking the occasion as one of jubilation. That's all well and good, but what's the poor forsaken fiends? Are they too not deserving of revelry? My wish is to see All Saints Fake reborn as a celebration for all, be the coast cool, Gridanian or otherwise. And how do I propose to accomplish this faith-binding obligation, friend? I have convinced the more sinister sorts to enter in the contracts which forbid them from preying on mortals. In it says they are permitted to partake in festivities, but there is one troubled soul who still seems incapable of getting in the spirits of things. Perhaps you will be giving to them a helping hand, nothing too devilishly difficult, I promise. Before you get started, you'll want to get grasp of particulars by speaking with Papa Graf. He ought to be performing one of his shows by the entrance of Crocodile Grovery. Now go, I shall be watching your performance with great interest. I think usually in the previous years this event kind of started that someone came here. But now it seems that we need to find the person. It looks nice evening time and decoration, Halloween decoration. Okay, here we have Papa Graf. Although it pains me so, our humble performance must draw out to close. Let us then end things on a high note. Ladies and gentlemen, bid you feast your eyes on fantastic Phil Cox and his transformation magic. Okay, nothing. What was it all about? That clowning and whatnot was the right laugh, but the last bit was bleeding grappies. Come on, let's get out here. Okay, didn't succeed. Oh, now it succeeded. Once more, you must muster up even an ounce of magical progress. I had the crowd in the palm of my hand. We had been the toast of the town, if not for your blunder. This is really Ahriman on the left. There you go again, shrieking the same old tune. I had it on my eyeball with this fast one just because, you know, few cheap tricks doesn't give you the right to treat me like that. I can't stand the sight of you, let alone the thought of taking to the stage with you again. Good riddance. Ah, it doesn't go well. Well, weight has conspired for us to cross paths once again, outwitted. Then, I know you are not here to swap pleasantries. A foul fiend failing to get in the spirit of All Saints Wake, I would wager you speak of Phil Cox, the fellow who stormed off in a huff. Like most of our Lake Phil Cox and I have appetite for ether, but unlike your garden variety Vodsent who hunt happiest mortals like beasts, we prefer to save our hunger with the enthusiastic approval. I'll tell you, there is no ether as delectable as you find in the food gifted in genuine appreciation, which sets me to thinking perhaps preying on mortals was an old-fashioned and misguided approach. Does this commit to giving folk the sorts of frights that dazzle and delight, winning hearts and minds, and process no small number of ether-laden delicacies? And what better occasion for such terrifying amusements as Orsen's Wake? The method is catching to many Vodsent now seek ether in this manner. Pilcock is one of such reformed individuals. Firstly, right open thing I sense promise, but get him in front of crowd and you are lucky to get smattering half-hearted applause, let alone few measly crumbs. You would better hearing it from Ahriman's mouth, though he can't have gotten far. So next we need to find and locate his friend. Probably it sounded like that. An orange area is usually kind of searching area. I think he is over there. Pilcox. That's healing, whelp of ink, magic this, magic that, that's here, unparalleled, sick of it. Pilcox is practically frothing at the mouth, so increased incense is he by his treatment at the hands of Papa Graf. You must shoot him before attempting to start conversation. Okay, so this actually means that we need to use emote. And okay, it seems that it's not any of my default, so we need to probably a little bit go through different it's over here. Apologies, I had taken leave of my senses. Your time intervention is much appreciated. Wait, by the look of you, I'd say you're an adventurer. Let me guess, that pumping-headed lady sent you to check up on me, did she? I suppose I wouldn't hurt you tell you my tale. Tried as might, I just can't get the hang of transformation magic, and without means to delight the crowds, we start for appreciation. I'm Ahriman, paralyzing prey with his big eye of mine, not a problem, turning them to a stone with petrifying glare. Thrilling task. Yes, I can even smell despair and all manner of negative emotions in the people around me. Opposite paralysis and petrification won't win over an audience, and my metaphorical nose for despair isn't going to put ether on the table either. I ought to just let pumping-headed lady. I'm not cut out for his business. If you are here at her behest, you would better come too. Okay, so we need to go somewhere. Evening walls, darker and darker. It seems that the first task is completed. Hehe, I gather you had hand of Philcock's decision to lay bare his thoughts and feelings. Not that he did any good, I'm still stuck at square one, and I appreciated an end of it. Hehe, such a curious side, are you truly so blind to your own potential? No doubtly, you have an inkling as to what I speak of. Pray share your wisdom with Philcox. Okay, now we can choose. You can smell dark emotion, use your gift to those in need. Stamp out any negativity you sense. Maybe I go with the first one. Well, you're hard pressed to find a fortune who would success that. I don't see how helping others help me, but then again, I know little of mortal ways, so perhaps I should heed your advice. Wait, I see logic here now. What better way to make use of my talents and knock that pompous papograph right off his pedestal? No, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have no idea where to start. Perhaps I'll lend a hand with a little sleight of hand. Hold still. What happens? Okay, right suit for the task. Not only is that get up guaranteed to turn heads, each and every thread is imbued with a potent magic to aid in your newfound purpose. You know, I can feel it. Maybe this isn't going to be so tough after all. There comes Papograph. There you are. You know, I thought to apologize for my harsh words earlier, since our act was my initiative and therefore success or lack thereof was ultimately my responsibility, but I sense that you have been scheming. It pleases to inform you, Papograph, I have found a way to win over mortals on my own terms. I find that hard to believe, but since you seem so confident, why don't we have ourselves a contest? Whoever garners the most affection and by the largest share of Aether-rich victuals wins, and those victor go to the spoils or subservience. The loser will bound to obey the every whim. How does that sound? You are on. I hope you are ready to pull and scrape. That mortal epithet about bark being worse than one's bite comes to mind. Prepare yourself, Wilcox. Okay, it was competition right away. It seems that I need to help in the competition. I know I got this marvelous magic outfit, but I'm still not entirely convinced I have what it takes to beat Papograph on my own. Come with me. I just until get the hang of things, that's all I ask. Very well, I shall have big cogs in your capable hands. Okay, first seasonal quest completed. Okay, what is? Okay, I mark this down. I had habit all fiends. Sated on All Saints Wake. After a nudge in the right direction, Wilcox is ready to embark on his mission. I just said, okay, I feel as a reward you will get special suit or gear, and I feel that this very gear looks very same what Wilcox is wearing currently. So when you equip all these gear items, you will look like Wilcox. So let's go. How about we try and find troubled soul in need of aid? But let's get out of here first. It started to rain. Okay, so we are having Halloween in the rain. Right, time to look for harboring negative feelings. Give me a moment. I don't know if it has anything to do with the pumpkin-headed lady's enhancements, but my powers feel more potent than ever. I've already found someone, and whoever they are awfully flustered. They are noticed, I think, though I'm not sure where exactly. The roads here can be confusing. Truth be told, this is my first time in the city. I've got a decent sense of direction, but I've got to grasp the lie of the land. Come, trouble you to lead the way. Our flustered target is northeast of here. I'll be right behind you. Wilcox is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave Wilcox behind by entering different area or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Wilcox join you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with the quest companions to initiate the bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Okay, so we need to find our next destination. And I check this building. Anything here? Okay, not here. It almost looked like this direction. Over there. Blue glowing area. I think we need to talk with Wilcox. What to do? Discuss the delighted women. Okay, check. Such glee. They mentioned a clown. I would figure they had just had a privilege of seeing one of Buckcraft's performances. Listen, I'll be the first to admit that he's expert illusionist, and you only got to look at folk these ladies to see that he knows how to work a crowd. But I won't be upstage. I proved there is more than one way to win over an audience by following your timely advice. That's it. Given the delight written on their faces, our opponent must have earned himself some sustenance, which means we have no time to lose on board. but I noticed that I cannot select any of them. Oh, usually you can't. Aha, I check. There might be another. Yeah, at least found the first one. Ah, this must be second. And I think this we can choose. Oh, cards. Here's in Scotland. Ah, this must be the fellow my senses were leading to me. Shall we find out what ails him? You dear, what's gotten you so fucked up? Oh, forgive me, that was this poor little girl who'd been separated from her mother. I was helping her to look, but she suddenly disappeared. I can't simply abandon her, but then again, I have an urgent personal matter to attend to, and I don't know what to do. In that case, why don't you, my associate, look for the girl, then you can see your affairs without worry. Thank you. She is less dressed in blue. Hope you're able to find her forfeit. Okay, so this one more like searching, locating. He certainly was appreciative, yet here I'm empty-handed. Ah, forget the food. He had lost style to find. Aha, so I think we need to... I'm detecting despairing presence to the east of here. Odds are it's the girl, which means that I have need of your navigational news once again. After you. Okay, it's time to locate. Distress damsel. Okay, blue. Dressed in blue. Paragraph also. I thought this would be a fine opportunity to accrue some appreciation, but this poor girl is beside herself. She keeps calling out her mama. Might I enlist your help? This must be the lost lass we've been looking for. If we want to earn her thanks, we'll need to reunite her with her mother, wouldn't you say? Which means we now have a lady to locate and its existence. Use your senses to search for someone feeling anxious. Why don't you try coming up with that? Okay, it looks like first one. Ah, you are saying that the mother will be worried about her daughter having gone missing. Brilliant. This is exactly why I had you accompany me right then. Found her. Don't know which is the biggest boon, having you by my side, or this fancy finery. I think I have learned my way around the city, more or less. I'll handle this next part of my own. Wait here, I'll be back with the cursed mother in no time. I wonder if you need to go search him. Time goes on. And I still feel very strongly we need to go and search him. Ah, okay. Well, be praised, you are safe. You have my eternal gratitude. Thanks for finding Mama, mister. Do you believe me now, Papa Graf? Sweet, sweet appreciation, all courtesy of my special tongue. I can't help but notice they didn't offer anything edible by way of thanks. For my part, I've already been rewarded with a tasty morsel. That said, the gift of food is far from guaranteed. Indeed, perseverance is key, which is why I find myself performing show after show. I suggest you approach this contest with the same tenacity, Wilcox. I'm afraid he is right, constant effort is key. Luckily, I sense another trouble, so while I was tracking down the cursed mother, I better see what I can do to help. You know, I'm ready to go along now. Why don't you let our pumpkin-headed benefactor know? I'll come and find you when I'm done. Okay, it seems that we need to go back to the amphitheater. Well, I'm afraid my next performance calls. Until we meet again, adventure. We are somewhere in the garden. Near Botanist Guild. So okay, we needed to search for pumpkin head. So time to go to amphitheater. Aha, next task complete. I found do we now get the equipment? Here, the adventure returns, and at the precise moment I predicted, I do hope keep Wilcox's company wasn't too taxing. What of our friend and his endeavors? You have my thanks truly. Speak of the devils, here to come. Dear, dear, that turned out to be damn sight harder than I say did, and all that so my traveler's single cookie. To think the first gift I would receive I would prove to be at last. Curses, I didn't reveal so much as a crumb. I suppose this means you win. Very well, I'm yours to command, Papa Graf. Hehe, you admit defeat far too readily, Wilcox. Not yet, not yet. It seems that this will turn. Hooray, we found you. I wanted to thank you properly for helping me and Mama. I brought you a pumpkin cookie. Oh, I remember that usually something happens. Scrumptious. those cookies, they have side effects. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Farewell. That makes it once a piece. Draw 10. Steal pillcocks. While you had some resistance along the way, you nevertheless done yourself proud. To think I'd see the day Papa Kraft sings my praises, awful kind of you to finally admit that I might have failed. Is all that you desire, my begrudging acceptance. Have you forgotten your reasons for joining in the festivities in the first place? Of course I haven't. The good people of Gridania are in still need of my help. And where are the common folk in need? There are cookies to be freed, given to me. Adventure, I better get going, but before I do, let me say this. I might have found a way to make the most of my talents, but I wouldn't have been able to do so without you and the pumping-headed lady. I'm sure we'll run into each other again, one of these days. Till then. The promise I sent in Philcox when he and first met wasn't illusory after all. I should take my leave too. That would remiss of me to allow him to garner all the glory, to say nothing of the cookies. Hehe, I say those two fiends ended up having themselves frightfully fun-filled Horsens Wake, wouldn't you agree? And for your parts in this fitting reward, I present you a set of finery as worn by Grenan's most emotionally perceptive Ahriman. Perhaps you wonder if your outfit is endowed with the same enhancement. You needn't worry. There never was an enhancement. The little charade was my way of giving Pilcox the confidence he sorely lacked, although I dare say such a measure was unnecessary, given he had you to cheer him on. Before I forget, you are hereby cordially invited on my humble abode for a get-together of sorts, or drop by, as you fit will be delightfully entertaining. Anyway, your help is much appreciated. At this rate, my vision of an All Saints Wake for Motans and Foins alike might not be such a distant prospect. Though I do hope that these Synagians haven't dulled your enthusiasm for this most occult of occasions. Okay, so now we got this special gear or suit, and it's always nice how they decorate these quest windows with special seasonal decoration, like now pumpkin head on the right top corner. Okay, let's take this. You now have access to the Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual Usher at Min Ketta's Amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. And I think now it's time to check this new suit. So let's see, what does it? Okay, here we have Night of Devilry Horns. Then where is next? I wonder, was it this Meteon West? Night of Devilry Fingerless Gloves. I wonder, because all items seems to have a word devilry. I need to check one of those. This is probably correct, this is correct, this is probably correct, but this one, I wonder if I have right. Sometimes, if your inventory is full, the item might go to the armor. I just check. Okay, it's over here. And okay, equip. Then I again check. Night of Devilry Shirt. So I think, is this also? You need to unlock. I haven't unlocked this one. So this is actually totally new thing, face wear. I check is there anything on, especially in offhand. I feel these were probably all of them. So there are 5 different. Sometimes if things go too fast, you can always go to chat. Check. I think if we go a little bit back. Okay, I think they are, or if everything are here. Okay, so now it starts. Devilry Horns, shirt, gloves, trousers, boots. So okay, 5 items. Let's check. A little bit zooming here. Then usually I have habit that if I got a new suit, I try to add it. Let's see if we can. It was this plus create new gear set. And then, okay, now we have it. And then there is one special person is somewhere here. We need to locate him. Okay, there is Papograph. Okay, it was him. Unusual answer. Okay, let's talk to him. Should you wish to visit my master's residence, it would be my pleasure to escort you. Okay, let's go to Sneaky Hollow. There might be something. I remember that one year there was some kind of competition where you had another player and you needed to go through some kind of maze, and one task was to complete some kind of dungeon. But I feel that time was special. They have done a lot of work with that Halloween. And they really have decorated outdoor differently. I remember that usually it's the inside of the house, but this time they really have worked with outside and all Halloween food. So they have worked with gardening. just check what we can find. Ah, there is Ahriman. Ahriman guarding pumpkins. It would be very nice to. I can really imagine that somewhere in the Tokyo they would decorate place like this. But it would very nice have some kind of real event, Halloween with this kind of decoration. Course serving foods. Let's see, is there anything here? You wish to have furs. Very well, what would you know? Okay, maybe I check this. What is this place? It's our memory as fleeting as your lifespan side. As I told you before, this is my home. You are welcome to come and go as you please. Who are you? You need ask. My head is not merely to show. I'm art friend, feared and revered since time immemorial, the great god who once left legions of darkness. In fact, merely a title I held those in my coven. Each generation, the knowledge to control the nations of void is passed down to alongside population. What is that you do exactly? I watch my ancestors once bound for sentient. They feel as a means to wage war and cause irreparable harm to the world in doing so. Remorseful for their actions, they swore never be complicit in such a treachery again. We have watched ever since. Our goal is not harm the minions of darkness, but to educate them, show them that peace is an option. But I have spoken enough. I have realized entertaining a quest could be quite so thrilling. Okay, I check. I check can I use emote and sit down. It was here. Okay, so we can use these chairs. Now only thing what we need is of course food. I check what unsavory imp. Up to something, me never. I'm but fun-loving imp here to help my revelers enjoy the wake, and I can fashion you a very convincing guise for the masquerade. Okay, this is the one who will have masquerade magic. All I need is for you to recall a journey unforgettable, traverse your memories and tell me what you see. Journey to end conflict of 1000 years. Maybe I select first one. Good, good. Now think of someone remarkable you encountered in that time. Someone powerful, yes, that is. Blue-eyed Elysian man with the heart and noble and true. Maybe I just take this to see who is selected. Yeah, that will nicely, don't worry, this won't hurt much, or I just close your eyes. The transfiguration can be removed by using the unveil action or by cancelling the transfiguration static effect. Aha, it's actually from Heavensward. Current leader. When Heavensward expansion neared its end. So with little time we can be main character or very famous character from Heavensward. I just check. Aha, they have special posters, Halloween posters. And I noticed this time you cannot go inside house. In some years in this Halloween time, you usually can go inside this house. But it seems that this time you are outside. And there seems to be Moogle. Moogle with various symbols. Let's see. I want to see what other personals. We need the first envoy. What is the second? The tenacious half-Elysian woman who fights for what is just. Who was selected? Again actually Rogue or T from Heavensward. This was special part of Heavensward. It was, I think, more like the voice of common folk. Okay, I can unveil. Okay, I just check what characters. Robed Lalafelin, woman of intellectual persuasion. It's Krael. Super magic user. Also in the Heavensward team. Let's check if Krael is trying to sit down. for the jump. Quite a jump to the chair. And Ghost is delivering food. Can we? Okay, this is this much jump. Oh. It's nice to be Lalafell. Nobody notices when you go here and eat every food. The size of apple compared to the Lalafell. Okay, let's take next one. Proud Elysian man unmatched in the art of lands. I think this might be Draconair. This also goes to the Heaven's Sword. Maybe I just check if we go to sit. Size in as a pumpkin, measured as pumpkin. Okay, again unfair. It is a man noble bird, fond of gossip and hearsay. Aha. Okay, now it comes to this manor, Heavensward manor, and members in that manor. And I remember that this person had difficulties. Here a man who turned his case heavensward. Aha, now we go to the... because there is a darker side of light. So this was more like adversary. Okay, now I shall check what are in the other group. Oh, this has a lot of body of woman as gentle, yet indomitable as nature itself. This, okay, Queen of the Gridania. Oh, we get very famous and his hand are both hands are directly to the lay on the field. Queen of the Gridania. Starved, rugged woman of unshakable conviction. Okay, pirate, also leader. And I check. Can we check? Actually, okay, so we cannot check teleport locations. I check, is there any? So we can say that pirate captain but it wasn't Ulda, but it was more like Limsa Lomsa. And okay, then rugged Huron man unmatched in loyalty and valor. We got Raupan. Actually, one famous character from Ulda. A charming and compassionate Lalafelin lady of noble birth. I wonder if this is also from Ulda. Okay, it was from Queen of the Ulda, Lalavel. Always nice how Lalafels jump to the sea, on the sea. courageous and clever Kalian man admired by many. I wonder if this is cheat. Okay, it was Sid. And I found it somehow very funny that Sid is actually his character what is many different Final Fantasies. So actually if you even play Final Fantasy XV and you go to that gas station, you can also find Sid in that game. So Sid is kind of mechanic there. Yeah, 40. But also in 15. Yeah, I have also played 8 also. So it is 15 was kind of it was kind of more like solo game. And I wonder, because sometimes there can be that some Final Fantasies, even if they are mainly solo game, there might be some extra things where you can also take friends or characters. There is sometimes might be some kind of network part also. But it's always has amazed me that even if Final Fantasy is different, you can always or sometimes find Sid named character who is some kind of mechanical engineer. And what we next? I think it might be this. Fry an ambitious Kalian man who hates to be outdone. I have a feeling that I might. No. Aha, this goes actually adversary side. This was in the very end of the Imperials. This character goes to the adversary side, and he actually in the end of Heavensward he was helping. So it was kind of a mixed situation. Your enemy is helping you. I usually stream more on YouTube. I have sometimes done some kind of test streams, and it's odd that I usually have done them with Xbox One, and in Xbox usually the time when there was mixer, it was much easier to use Xbox for streaming. But I think there was, if I remember, there was quite a work to set up Twitch for Xbox. but I have usually have done with the YouTube side. Oh, okay. So sometimes it might be that sometimes I find that there were times where it was really hard to configure Xbox One for Twitch. You need to do all kind of tricks and things. And I find what I like very much PlayStation style and how it's when you use it for YouTube. It's kind of simple and they have done it very nicely. And okay, I think this is the next eccentric Miko, the man crimson of both hair and eye. I have a feeling that I might, because it was Miko. And I just trying to remember, was this person more on the Heaven's Sword? Of course I kind of remember more in the end of Heaven's Sword, the team what was really in the end of that part. What do we have? A talented Lalafellian technician with a soft spot for certain coin keeper. Coin keeper. Okay, let's see who will come. Aha. This is the smaller engineer. There was bigger engineer and this, and I think, did I remember correctly if I said that these are connected to the seed, but these are the assistant engineers. Rugged man who escaped the Empire with his diminutive brethren. These feel lot of... Aha, okay, this must be the bigger engineer. So this is the second engineer from the Seeds team. I'm more used to them when they wear Realm Reborn suits, but these were more like in the end of a, or not almost in the end of the Heaven's War, when they were in prison and they escaped from there. Compassionate Huron woman who leads a secret organization. Minfilia. Okay, very important person. Formidable Ducati man recognized for his tactical brilliance. I wonder, do we again go adversary side? Okay, this must be again adversary side. I wonder. Cell seems so small. Stunning Mikote woman fainted as peerless songstress. Aha, this is my very relative of now I'm thinking very famous magic user in Final Fantasy. It seems that I have a memory loss for names. Istola's relative, okay. Here are gentlemen with irascible, inquisitive nature. I wonder if this is Colossus leader. This is our detective inspector. This is very famous. Actually, this character has his own special quest series. And I feel that my memory is so weak at the moment, because this is so very famous. He even has his own special dance. I check, can I find, okay, Mountainfield dance. Let's see, was there another dance? This was also... teeth glowing. This was actually God Sorcerer's son and also a detective inspector. Loyal Miko, the woman who assists the gentleman is... okay, this is his friend, who is always taking part to those special adventures. I wonder if I have any special... I'll just check if I have... I think this character had very special way to... It had one very special emote. But it might be that I don't. You're a man who is known as Ilse's most fearsome goldsmith. Aha, this must be Corso's boss. This one is very, very strong. And as his son, this emotes Mandeville dance and most gracefully belong to him. That teeth. Okay, let's see what else we have here. An equal Alafelin woman who is the coinkeeper of secret organized. I found her. Is it finally Tataru? Okay, we finally got Tataru. Tataru user is also a tailor. He made suits for other persons. And I check, I think we have still one. You're a man who began life anew in a realm reborn. This must be us when we begin our adventure in the Realm Reborn. This reminds me of very first thoughts when I started my traveling in Final Fantasy XIV. So I think this must be... I guess this is the way to go, exit. Exit the Gridani. Maybe I check him. The haunted manor is now accepting quest for Marvelous Masquerade. Shall I escort you to front door? Maybe I just check was this same location. Just to check it. Okay. They still have this also this. So I can see that they have now a little bit more. I check. This might be the same thing, doing same things. So okay, same things what I did previously. So maybe this time I only check what do we have, how they have decorated this manor. So this is kind of basement. Oh, this is huge. mounting. Can you use mount here? Ah, not available. Okay, here you can go out. One pumpkin at the front. This is really large. Okay, I came from here. And okay, I saw this imp. I just check what's there. Maybe at this time I take these. We came back to the new Gridon. Or actually, old part of it. I just check what's there. Sometimes they have cellars and I check Papacraft. Cocoa butter pillcocks. Just a moment, this was Gulliser. And I think this was also the same. Aha, but this actually went to a little bit different location. Aha, here is vendor. Magical priest pumpkin. Flying pumpkin. Is this, what is this? Tabletop. Maybe I buy this one. Flying pumpkin. Then I maybe buy one of these just to test. Ah, this was tabletop. Ah, it was probably this. Okay, we get pumpkin here. And maybe I go now because I have this new... What was it in the first one? Second one, flying pumpkin. Maybe I check. I know that I have in previous Halloween I had something like this, but maybe I check. And I have played so long that I finally got my apartment. Of course there is special rule with apartments that you always need to visit it in every 45 days. So I go back to the Heaven's Sword and this will be actually apartment area. And I this time I go directly to the apartment. And actually, I remember it might be that it might be also that they are same thing. I remember that those flying things, flying heads I got from one Halloween. So it might be that this is same thing. But let's try. Now I understand one thing. They probably need to be over table. So you cannot... Let's see if you have still room. And when you want to work with housing item, there is actually social and there is housel. And then there is indoor furnishings. And okay, let's take this flying pumpkin place. Accept. This very strongly looks same kind of. Okay, it's a little bit different. It's not the same. So we seem to have a lot of at least 2 Halloween kind of from 2 different Halloweens. And you can also hire different kind of personnel to your apartment. And I find this mender is very useful. Every time you are in battle, it might be that your gear wears out or is damaged. But if you have mender or go to vendor, you can repair your items and gear, and it usually costs something. But if you have hired or bought your own mender, then it doesn't cost anything. Then we have material supplier where we can buy different various items. I check there is cooking things, so you can buy different cooking things. You need cooking job. And then there is much more expensive, and it's actually the house. House contains garden, and it also contains probably 2 different floors. But I think the price of in kills, represented at kills, is usually something like 3 million or 5 million kills. So it's very expensive one. Our apartment is cheaper. And I think this might be good stopping point this time. So we kind of visited very special Halloween seasonal event in Final Fantasy XIV and completed some of those special seasonal event quests. And then we actually also got one new flying housing item to our house or apartment. I want to thank you and especially Sebastian. Thank you for stopping and watching.